Well, hello guys and welcome to my channel. This is Deafening Vids and today I wanna share a story with you. This is a story from when I was 16. Well, actually I was 15, but we'll get. So it's quite a funny story, but before I begin, let me tell you kind of a backstory to this. I live in a small town and I am kinda popular. I have a lot of friends. So this happened back in 2015, I guess. Yeah, 2015. And I was 16 years old. It was my birthday. It is on the 8th of August. So my birthday was coming, like I think it was July when I started to organize my birthday, because I consider that turning 16 it's quite a thing and that I should celebrate it as it deserves. So since July, I think, I started inviting people, telling them that I'm throwing a party for my birthday of 16 years old. You know, the usual stuff that you make when you wanna organize your birthday. But as we'll get through the end of the video, you will realize what a birthday party that was. So, I was planning on making something big. I had a plan of saving all the money from my parents and my relatives and kind of investing them into my birthday party. So I rented 4 chalets, kind of small, but they were fine. So I was planning on inviting kind of 30 people. I considered that 4 chalets for 30 people would be enough. Okay, so the days went by and my birthday was on. When there were a few days left until my birthday, I made all the shoppings, mostly drinks, so we were kinda ready to go. I told people that they should show up around 7 p.m, but they really started showing up at 5 p.m, but I was already there, so there was not a big deal. But trust me, this will get very wild. So here we are at 7 to 8 p.m. Most of the people are here. I kind of starting counting because as I told you, I was planning on inviting 30 people, but I wasn't really making a count of how many people I invited. So, well, it was already 8 o'clock and 50 people were at my birthday, and this wasn't even the beginning of it. At 8 we started drinking, you know, the usual, some beer, some wine, but it was already 9 to 10 o'clock and some of my friends were really drunk. So I was kinda annoyed and put all the drinks away in one of the chalets and locked it with a key. Okay, my friends are usually pretty crazy, so what they thought it would be a great idea was breaking a window and entering the chalet just to steal some of the drinks and get really messed up. At 11 I realized that I was really angry, so I just said, snap it, let's get fucked up, literally fucked up. And so I unlocked the chalet, we all went in, I started pouring all kind of drinks, vodka, tequila, Jägermeister, everything was there and everything was soon to disappear. So in like 1 hour, like 80% of the people there are completely messed up, can't speak, and that was me, inclusive. So I remember some things as some flashbacks. Like, I remember staying on a bush, then falling right into it. Then I got scratches all over my back, but I was fine, no problem. So the time went by again, and some of the parents of my friends showed up, and I was already kind of messed up. The conversations were the the conversations were really funny. For example, uh, um, the mother of one of my friends, which happened to be one of my ex-girlfriends. Anyways, I never met her. So when she was there, she already told me that her mother was gonna come by and that I should say hi to her. So I see her with another girl that I guessed it was that I guessed that was her friend, and I went by and said, "Hi, what's up? When is your mother coming?" And she was silent. So I asked, "Where's your mom? When is she coming?" And she was silent, and I asked, "What? What's happening? Do you want me to give you some to get you a drink?" And she really looked at me and didn't say nothing. I was okay. Are you upset or? And the other girl looks at me and says, "Hello, I'm her mother." And I was like, crap, this isn't so good. And kinda 10 minutes later, uh, another friend of mine told me her parents are coming. So I was at this point really messed up. I barely could speak. But when I knew that her parents would come, I knew that I had to be kinda look kinda sore. So when when her parents come, I went to them, said hi, and they asked me, "How are you? Happy birthday," and the usual stuff you say to the usual stuff. And they were asking me, "So, how is it? Do you have a lot to drink?" And I said, "No, we have a couple beers and some wine, nothing much." Okay, so they also asked me, "Okay, so do you guys are nice? Are you being naughty tonight?" I was like, okay, maybe. So her father told me, "I hope you're not doing any crazy stuff tonight." And I was like, "No, we're good kids. No, none of this can help. We couldn't do crazy things." And as I said that, I heard a scream behind me. It was like a woo, and I was, what the? And as I look back, I see one of my friends with his BMX on a chalet, jumping to the other one as they were kinda close. And I I was standing there with a straight face, looking at her father. Her father was looking at me and started laughing. I said, hey, we can't all be nice kids. And he said, I know, it's fine. So I guess that. So then I guess that it would be fine, but trust me, it wasn't. 2 minutes later, I forgot to mention that these parents were also the parents of. I also forgot to mention that they were parents of two of my friends that I invited, two sisters. And one of them is pretty nice and never does bad things, like, you know, and the other one is kind of the opposite. So we are standing there. His dad is laughing and he's saying, man, I hope you will take care of my daughters. And I'm like, yeah, don't worry, nothing will happen. And he is okay. And he's like, okay, I hope you will stick to your word. And I was, yeah, of course, you know me. And 2 minutes later, they leave, just to come back 5 minutes later, when I just entered the chalet and saw his naughty, if I could say so, daughter literally on top of one of my friends, and I was looking at her saying, whoosh, saying, phew, good thing her father is gone. And saying that, I was looking and saying that, I looked behind, and guess who's standing at the front door? Yep, her father, that literally went and took her with force, put her in the car and drove away, just to come back another 10 minutes later, leaving her there. And later that night, she ended up doing some things with my friend, if you know what I mean. But let's say that I was kinda messed up, but not literally unconscious at this moment. But as time goes by, I keep drinking and literally losing my consciousness. I think it was around 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Okay, so at that point I only have literally blackout. I don't remember anything. The only thing I remember is waking up on 4 mattresses in the middle of one chalet, with one of my friends screaming and punching a wall, getting with his punch through the wall. And then I was like, what is happening? I was just standing there in the middle of the chalet, and another friend of mine comes filming with his GoPro, telling me that I have to see this. I was like, oh, I think it's a pretty nice surprise, right? Well, no. I went to another chalet just to find the damn TV in the toilet. And they were all laughing, and I was like, damn, I gave my ID when I rented this thing, and I was already thinking at how will I pay the TV back and the effing wall. So what I did was getting out there as fast as I could, getting my ID back, and never going back to that place again. Okay, so that was all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and as always, see you soon.